Hey everyone, welcome to Two Guys One Fantasy with your hosts Brandon Kluge and Tyler Richardson, where we give you the most mediocre fantasy football advice, along with NFL news, updates, scores, and standings. Hello everyone, welcome to Two Guys One Fantasy. I'm Tyler.
Hello?
Did I surprise you with that?
Hello.
Boom, right off the bat. It's a good night.
It was.
Introduce yourself.
They know me. It's Kluge.
Goodness gracious.
If they don't know
By now,
then they should listen some more.
I agree. I agree. I'm just a little excited because of what we just participated in. You clapping? You clapping for everyone?
Yeah. What do we do?
We had our fantasy football draft for the Hellfire Fantasy Football League.
Let's go.
That
was fun.
There's nothing more exciting than drafting with people that just throw different styles of drafting in a fantasy football league.
There's definitely... I can say in every league, there's always somebody who throws a curveball.
I would say in this league, there was like 4 or 5 people that were throwing curveballs.
I was definitely throwing off a lot more in this one.
Yeah.
But I was also in the car drafting, so it was a little tougher.
You had a busy day and you were panicking and drafting while on the road.
Yeah, that was nerve-wracking. I was nervous, like talking to the people I was with, and they were like, "You're nervous?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're driving." Like I wanted to be on my computer doing it, and I wasn't. So it's a little tougher.
So I didn't message you this, but I got on my laptop like 7 minutes before the draft.
Yeah.
And my computer has a habit of not connecting to the internet for some reason in my house.
Okay.
And open up my laptop, it's connected, and all of a sudden it's like, nah, I'm not going to work. Time was running down. For some reason it felt like it was going really fast. And I had to restart my laptop, and it finally came up and I got to the website in the middle of someone's pick before it got to me.
Yeah, but luckily you had the 12th pick, so you had a while.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I'm not unhappy. It really could have been bad being the 12th pick, but I'm not unhappy with my team.
This year, for me, if I wasn't 1 or 2, I wanted to be...
You got a good spot.
I wanted to be... After that, I wanted to be like 8 to 12.
Yeah.
I think I would have been more okay with 10.
Yeah.
Rather than 8.
Yeah.
8 was a little tougher. I think 10 would have been a little easier.
That's where you were at, was 8, right?
I was 8.
Yeah, okay.
So to me, 8 was a little tougher. I had to make some decisions.
Yeah.
Some I'm okay with, some I'm like, I could have done a little better there.
Do you think you would have been more comfortable with the 12th pick?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think 10, 11, 12, I would have been better than 8. I thought 8, like I said, 8 to 12, I thought those are still good spots.
Yeah.
Like if I wasn't 1 or 2, I wanted there. And then with the 8th, it was a lot tougher choices for me.
Yeah.
So now I wish I was like 10 to 12.
Well, I mean,
but there's nothing I could do about that.
Yeah. I mean, I was fairly lucky with people that were dropping to me in the 12th spot.
Yeah.
The only position that got ruined for me because a lot of people's curveballs was the quarterback position.
Yeah, there was the quarterbacks are a little stronger points wise.
Yeah.
In this league,
we underestimated the points
but
that they were going to get. But I never seen.
Every time I do a draft, I don't get a quarterback till at least 5.
Yeah.
I think this one I waited even longer than that.
So, I'll be honest. I got my quarterback last year in another league. I got Josh Allen, and I think I was like pick, I don't know, 5.
Yeah.
And he was my second overall pick. But I think there's 2 or 3 quarterbacks that you can kind of justify getting in the second, third round. But if you're getting like, if like 5, 6, 7 quarterbacks are flying off the charts and it's not even the 5th round, that's nuts.
Yeah, I just checked. I got my quarterback in the 7th. But we'll get to that.
Yes.
That's what we're going to talk about this episode.
Yeah, we're just going to break down just our teams.
We'll break down our teams.
And then how...
and then, I don't know, I might look at the other teams in the division live.
Just to
not
see...
live, but
yeah,
just to...
see what the divisions look like.
Just to see maybe where I think I could finish.
Yeah.
So, well, it was chaotic, to say the least.
Well,
I stressed. Badly.
Before we jump into our fantasy drafts, let's go over the NFL. I feel like this weekend there was a lot of news in the NFL. It was the last weekend of preseason football. Obviously this episode comes out Friday, but we're recording obviously earlier than that. But this past weekend was the last weekend for preseason football, and I feel like a lot of shit happened.
Yeah, I was actually able to watch a little bit of the Colts-Bucks.
Yeah, how'd that go?
We played our starters except for Jonathan Taylor.
Of course.
We put I don't think Frank opened up the playbook as much. I think he's obviously saving something.
Yeah.
So they looked a little sluggish.
Yeah.
But then Matt Ryan put together a pretty good drive.
Mm-hmm.
So I was content with that. And then pretty sure they pulled Matt Ryan after that.
Yeah.
And then Sam Ellinger, he's earned a roster spot. If we're going to have 3 quarterbacks on the roster, and I'm okay with the 3 that we have.
I said it last week during the Tom episode, but I think Matt Ryan is your solution right now.
Yeah.
I can see Sam, as well as he played in the preseason at least, becoming that, hey, we need you to step up if you want to be that franchise quarterback in the future.
Yeah.
I can see him doing that.
I'm cool with giving the Matt Ryan experience like 2 years.
Yeah.
And if nothing really changes, throw Sam out there.
Yeah.
I wanted Sam last year to start against the Raiders when Carson got COVID. I was like, well, he practiced with the first team offense all week, did all that.
Yeah.
And then come Saturday, they cleared Carson. And they just threw him out there. And I didn't think that was the best decision. I feel like Sam practiced all week. Who cares? Try it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
He's looked great.
Yeah, we didn't. And, oh well, right? But I think he's definitely... He'll be on the roster. I think he should be quarterback 2. I don't think
there's a question. I think
I don't think I'm putting Nick Foles in if something happens to Matt Ryan.
No
way. I'm putting Sam in there because of what he's done.
Yeah.
So that's good.
And I don't dislike Foles. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's bad. I think he's just kind of a kind of like a simple fix, a short fix to a situation that shouldn't be long term. I think Sam as a QB2 makes more sense because I think he is your long-term fix.
Yeah. And I think Nick got put in a good position that Super Bowl year.
In Philly.
That was Carson's team. 1,000%.
I mean, he played great when he...
That was Carson. Carson did all that. Nick finished it off because Carson got hurt, obviously. But to me, everything ran through Carson. And I'll give Carson credit for that season. If he didn't get hurt, I think he could have won the whole thing anyway.
What season did he, or what week did he get hurt in?
I think as a starter, I thought it was like week 13 or 14 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I thought they had I want to say they were like 10-2 or something. I don't know, something good.
Yeah.
I mean, they were.
I mean, they made playoffs and won the Super
good.
Bowl.
So yeah, but I think we see Nick's not bad, but I
Yeah.
think everybody sees that season and it's like, oh, Nick did that. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he won. I'll give him that.
Yeah. He won against the Patriots.
But he was put in a good spot. That's for sure.
I don't disagree with that.
But yeah, I think Sam definitely on the roster. I'd put him QB2, but I'm not a coach, so
Yeah. My team didn't want to play this last game, but then again, and I'll say this because we played Carolina, Buffalo did, and I'd say there's two very interesting things involving both of those teams with this past weekend.
oh, a bunch of. So you have Carolina
Yeah.
with Baker being named the starter, and then
Oh,
Sam
yeah.
Darnold going
Yeah.
down.
Oh, he looks so good. Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not on the Baker train per se.
I-
I'm not rooting against him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with him doing good.
I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's ever going to be that superstar quarterback that people want from him.
Yeah.
But I do think he helps a team get a winning season and
Yeah.
get into playoffs. I think he's better than Sam Darnold. I know you and I kind of disagree about that.
I just kind of like Sam.
Okay. Well, he ain't playing. He got carted off the
He's
field.
pretty much done.
But I think Baker Mayfield, at least in this past game, he proved that he could be the starting quarterback, and I want him to destroy Cleveland so bad.
He shouldn't. I don't think Carolina should have an issue. But then again, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Jacoby Brissett for the Browns.
Yeah.
Jacoby, he's not a terrible quarterback.
I think he's slightly underrated.
He could do. He can come in and do what you need him to do. I feel like
I
he's
think-
not. Don't expect him to come in and drop 300.
No.
That's not what I'm expecting.
I think he's one of the best number 2 quarterbacks to have on your team.
Oh, that's always what he's been, though, except for that he had that year in Indy where we started him.
Yeah.
But
I didn't
mean,
dislike
that's-
him, though.
that's always been his role, is quarterback too.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, hey, get that paycheck if you got to get
Yeah.
that paycheck.
And then I'm not going to dive too deep into it, but the punter from Buffalo. How do you say his last name?
Who
Matt
cares?
Araiza?
Who cares?
I was patient because of the accusations. I'm an individual that it's like, okay, let's get all the information before we make any jerk reactions.
Yeah.
So before you release them, make sure the information you're getting is true. Make sure you have all the information that you want before you make any choices.
Yeah.
And in the end result, I think it was the right call based off the facts and the info.
Even if you had to do something.
Yeah.
You were.
I mean,
you
he
weren't-
didn't
they
play.
weren't- The Bills weren't bullied into releasing him,
No.
but it was gonna. Yeah, you kind of have to get the monkey off your back. I feel like.
Yeah, I think Brandon Beane, the Bills general manager, and Sean McDermott, the head coach, during a few press conferences, I think they handled it really well. And they were like, we got the information we needed, we investigated, and long term, the choice is we have a culture here that we think is more important than winning.
Yeah.
And whatever that situation was, it was either, the truth, he is not a good dude, or at the very least, too much of a distraction.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you kind of had to get that out of the locker room. I feel
Yeah.
like. So,
And he's a punter. Not to say punters aren't important, but
Yeah.
the Bills are one of the best offenses in the league. I don't see them needing to punt too often.
yeah. So
It wasn't. It would have really been awful if it was like Stephon Diggs or Von Miller.
Yeah.
Or, it would have been bad. But rookie punter will be fine.
you can find new punters anywhere.
That's true.
Brian Robinson from
I know.
the.
you put this in the message
Yeah,
boards during
so
our draft, and I was like, what?
As the draft was going on, like a minute before the draft, I got this notification,
Yeah.
and it said Brian Robinson of the Washington Commanders was shot in I think it said multiple times. Oh,
Yeah, shot multiple times in a robbery attempt,
and a carjacking attempt.
a carjacking.
So, and then I got that during the draft too.
Is he okay?
I
don't want to.
So
The only reason why I want to ask is because I don't want to start making jokes if he's. I mean, we probably shouldn't, regardless. But
I don't think he's in
critical condition or anything.
no, because Adam Schefter tweeted saying that.
Oh, Adam Schefter.
He said that he's in good spirits and he wanted to thank everyone. So I think he got shot, but I think he's okay.
Yeah.
Considering the circumstance.
Do you think, I mean, I'm not a doctor, but depending on where he got shot, do you think that affects him playing?
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Antonio Gibson has been falling a lot.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
On the kickoff return. So that was big to me. I noticed he fell a lot, even in our draft.
Yep.
But
that's why I didn't draft him, because I saw that.
There and I thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now he's the starter. He's got to be. Unless they get these bullets out of Brian Robinson, and then he's like, I'm good.
Do you think he shot Brian Robinson?
He was the carjacker. I hope not.
Too soon. I'm sorry. Anything else?
Yeah, the Seahawks are starting Geno
Smith.
Not sold on that, but whatever.
What? They have Drew Lock?
Yeah.
Didn't something happen with Drew Lock?
I thought he got hurt, but I guess he's just getting beat out.
Yeah.
Which, oh well.
I mean, they're both. Neither one of them are the permanent fix there, so.
No, I think they're just fillers this year.
Do you think Seattle will tank this year on purpose? Yeah.
No, not on purpose. They'll tell everybody. But yeah, I think they're tanking.
Yeah.
That would need a quarterback. Sense. What do? You're going to get a top 5 pick in the draft, and you're going to take a quarterback.
You're going to try to, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Try not to make it look like it was on purpose.
Exactly.
Look like a... So, trying to think if there was anything else.
I don't think anything pressing.
I think those were definitely the punter from Buffalo was a major headline.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold going down was pretty huge.
I think that was it.
Okay.
Kind of stuff that I noticed.
Yeah.
The week.
Those were most of the stuff that I noticed too. So you want to go on to?
Let's get into it.
All right. Do you want to just go through your whole team first, or do you want to make comparisons by position first?
Nah, we're probably good to. I can go through my team, my strengths, my weaknesses.
Okay.
How I feel like I could have done better.
Okay. So in a 12-team league, you got pick 8. Snake. And are you gonna just go by your first pick? Like what?
To be completely honest,
you're just gonna go by.
I think I'm just gonna
go down the line.
Name them.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go from there.
All right.
Team Joe Buck yourself.
Joe Buck. We both love Joe Buck.
Yeah, I love it. It was tough. I had the 8th pick. It started out as a normal draft, and JT went number 1.
Of course.
That's fine.
We knew that would happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh
Allen went number 2, and that's where I got thrown off.
Straight out of the gate.
And I was like, oh, man, what's going to happen here?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, whatever. Keeps going. Tom's got the 7th pick. I had targeted Cooper Kupp at that time. I was like, okay, Cooper's falling. I don't know why Cooper fell to 7, if anything. Cooper should have been a top 5 pick.
Was there a wide receiver pick before him?
I'm new to the app. So
You're
I don't
fine.
know how to pull up,
because I know he was picked literally right before you.
Right. He was. And really, Tom made me angry.
Because Tom got him.
I was like, damn.
Our special guest, Tom, got Cooper Kupp with his first pick.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's fine.
I don't know how to look at it. Whatever. So, cool. Whatever. I was faced with a tough choice. I didn't want to reach for anybody.
Yeah.
So Tom gave me shit, and he gave me a little shit too. I took Austin Eckler with the 8th pick in the draft. He's on your bust, and that's fine. to me, it wasn't like a reach because he fell out of the top 5. I don't think he finishes, obviously, as the number 1 running back. He went as the 4th running back or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll take that because I know Derrick Henry was gone, Christian was gone, Jonathan Taylor was gone, and I want to say he was the 4th. So I went with him. DeAndre Swift was there, and I really wanted him, but he was as 12. How'd you do that? Whatever.
Yeah,
He went
you
as
can.
12.
Yeah, go ahead. Look.
So, okay, so Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, so Tom took Cooper, which is fine. But
Are you going to go through the whole draft, or are you going to get to your team?
listen, I'm just explaining my first pick.
Okay, I got you. I'm sorry. All right.
So cool. I took Eckler, hoping that Dalvin Cook or DeAndre Swift would fall to me,
Yeah.
and I can have a nice 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Didn't happen, so it comes back to me, and I take my wide receiver 1, Stephon Diggs.
It's good. It's good. Wide receiver 1.
I looked at Joe Mixon, thought really hard about Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Austin Eckler, Joe Mixon, pretty good punch there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pull the trigger. I was like, let me get a good wide receiver, a trustworthy
There you
wide
go.
receiver.
Yeah.
So I took Stephon Diggs. Cool. Go throughout the draft, whatever. So now, not in my draft order, obviously, but quarterbacks.
Yep.
I've got Dak Prescott.
I think he'll be great this
So I
year,
didn't get to the 8th, I believe, is what it was.
which is nice.
Pick 7, or round 7.
Yeah.
That's not bad. And my backup quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa.
You're so high on
I
Tua.
like him. He's playing really good right now.
All right.
He played really good this preseason. So cool. I feel good about that. Running backs, a little iffy. So I got Eckler, who could put up good numbers. I know he can.
Yeah.
I don't go out there and put up 25. I don't need that.
Yeah.
Give me 15, 16 a game.
Okay.
Give me more. But give me that. Whatever. And then I feel like I reached here. He was listed higher. I'll see how he does. David Montgomery.
Yeah.
I think he'll be okay. I think the Bears offense should be a little better than it was. So I don't think it's a horrible pick.
I think their offense is based off of David Montgomery.
Yeah. So hopefully that's how it is.
Yeah.
So I like that. It was either David Montgomery or Allen Robinson was dropping and he got taken right in front of him. So I was like, whatever. I picked up J.K. Dobbins, who is not 100% healthy,
Yeah.
which is fine. When he gets 100% healthy, he will be the lead back in Baltimore.
So can I say something?
Yes.
I was thinking about getting Dobbins.
I've waited for him,
But-
he dropped a lot.
Well, because he's dealing with like a soft tissue
Yeah.
injury in the same leg that he injured, I believe. And my wife, and I've said this before, my wife is
The doctor.
a PTA, and she was like, steer clear of that motherfucker. That Joker is gonna, if you're showing the injury not healing in the middle of preseason,
Yeah.
that shit's gonna get hurt in the regular season. So she was like, you need to steer clear of that motherfucker, and I was worried about him anyway.
I stared at it. I stared at him for a while.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? Let me get him. So
High
cool.
risk, high reward.
I took him. I've got Naheem Hines, who I think will get more receiving things going on for him. But I like him when he comes in Frank's offense. I won't start him at the beginning.
Yeah,
I'm going to wait and see what Frank has in store for him.
what he does. Yeah,
So that's good. And then I grabbed the rookie, Dameon Pierce, Houston's number 1 back.
yeah,
He's a starting running back, so he's going to get the workload.
yeah.
That's why I liked picking him up. I don't need him to go out. Same thing. I don't need him to go out, though, and do 15. If he comes out and does over 10, that's a pretty good numbers. So
Okay.
I liked him. I waited long time for him. So he fell. I don't know if anyone knew he was the starter. I kind of kept that to myself. Until
Nice.
He fell to me.
Good strategy.
But Tom also, he took Chase Edmonds from me.
I liked Chase Edmonds. I liked that pick.
It was either Damian Pierce or Chase for me. So
Yeah.
I was fine with either one of them.
Yeah.
So I took Damian when Chase was taken.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I'm okay with that. Wide receivers, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen.
Oh, I love that.
That's I like the 1-2 punch there.
That's a strong, because I think we forgot to mention our league is 2 wide receiver, 2 running back flex.
Yeah.
And that wide receiver duo that's awesome.
Yeah, I like that. Took Brandon Cooks late.
He might be a sleeper as
I
well.
don't think he's awful. I think he's going to be Houston's number 1.
Probably.
Should be pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not expecting a lot. He's definitely a good bench player.
Yeah.
And then I took Chase Claypool. Deontay Johnson went down with an injury.
I still don't think Chase Claypool does anything.
We'll see. He's on my board.
I know he is.
So, like I said,
I think
took
he's
2.
trash.
Hey, I took 2. I told you I was target, but
Uh-huh.
I didn't target them early. They weren't like a
No.
first,
You
second.
didn't
They were
reach
like
them.
they fell to
Yeah.
me. If they fell in my lap, they fell in my lap.
Yeah,
if
I
they
got
didn't,
you.
they didn't. I know I took Tua right before Tom,
Yeah.
so that was a good get back for him taking 2 of my players right before me.
Do you know how bad the injury is for Deontay Johnson?
I don't. I just know
There was a little something, and you were like, "Hey, just
there
in
was
case."
something, and I was like, you know what? If he's hurt, I have Chase. Who knows? Pickens could come out and maybe not do what everyone expects. He could, or he could be good, and then Chase becomes number 2 if Deontay's injury.
Okay.
I don't think it's serious, though. I didn't see anything crazy
Yeah.
about it. I just know when injuries happen during preseason,
Yeah, he's a good
they
back.
bring it up.
I guess he's a good backup just in case. I think he's trash, but we'll see.
Yeah. So I like that. We don't have a defensive team.
Yeah,
We have a defensive player.
I like it.
I don't know this guy. Foy
From Jacksonville.
Oluokun.
Yeah.
I know I butchered that, but I waited. He was my second to last pick.
Yeah. Is he a linebacker from Jacksonville?
Linebacker, yeah. So he should be fine. That's a lot of tackles. That's what I'm looking for in a defensive player.
Yeah.
And then I took Nick Folk because I don't expect the Patriots to score a lot of touchdowns.
That's
I
a good
expect them to
point.
Kick a lot. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I don't think I would change the Austin Eckler pick unless it was Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
It's tough. I had a good strategy in my head. It went a little haywire with some of the picks in front of me and whatever, that's fine. That's what happens in the draft.
Yeah.
I think Eckler does enough for me. Worth a first round pick? I think so. He would have if he didn't go to me, he would have gone right behind me. So I'm okay with that.
I probably would have picked. Hang on. I'm looking at a couple of the running backs that you picked Austin Eckler before. I probably would have picked maybe two of the ones that you had a chance of picking before Austin Eckler. Najee Harris and Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
But like you said, I don't. If he's there, especially PPR, he catches a lot. I get it. I know that I think he's going to be a bust, but I only think he's just going to be an RB2.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to fall off the face of the earth. I just think he's going to be a better RB2 rather than team captain RB1.
Yeah.
But I'm not. Oh, your tight end. Did you say your tight end?
Oh, Mark Andrews. That's a good tight end.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I love Mark Andrews.
He kind of, I wouldn't say he fell to me, but I kind of took him early because my strategy was a little weird, but I took him early, and then I feel like that was okay, though. It worked out.
Yeah. I think so. I think you have a fairly strong team. I already joked with you about it. I think your bench is weak. But that's just my opinion. But I think you have a couple of your wide receiver duos is strong, tight end is strong, and then your running backs they should do good enough
Yeah.
to help win games.
That's what I need.
And Dak Prescott, I think you and I both think the Cowboys are going to be really good this year. I think Dak Prescott is going to be really good.
Yeah. So that's not bad. Looking at the division, I definitely like all the teams. So, like, they got good players. So, Kenny Diggs it, Justin Herbert, DeAndre Swift. That's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Running back. DK, who I'm not sold on. Obviously, he's in my bust.
Yeah.
Wide receiver 1. Darnell Mooney. Justin Fields. I think it's not awful. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
But I really like Kenny Diggs it with quarterback, running backs. So those are pretty good. Vaughn, down by the river.
Down by the river. That name was just changed.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but they changed their team name in the
I like
middle
it.
of the draft.
Derek Carr at quarterback. Like that.
Yep.
Alvin Kamara, I think, is kind of a steal. People think he's going to... I don't think he's going to get suspended. So
yeah.
he failed because people were looming on the suspension, I feel like.
Yeah.
So...
It's kind of a risk-reward type of situation. If he does get suspended, then your number one running back is not there.
Right.
But the chance of him being suspended this year is fairly low. So, yeah.
And then Justin Jefferson, wide receiver 1. Love that.
That's a really
Cortland
good team.
Sutton. I had Cortland definitely on my radar.
Yep.
I wanted Cortland. Didn't get him, but that's a pretty good... I like the wide receivers there. And
that team sounds like it's going to be more competition.
And then Charlie's Angel, sorry. Joe Burrow. Went a little early with Burrow, I feel like.
Yep.
But that's okay. Christian McCaffrey. I like that. Terry McLaurin. I like Terry.
He's probably their best wide receiver, Washington.
I don't know. Darren Waller. That's pretty good. And then Aaron Rodgers. The bench there isn't 100% sold to me, but Antonio Gibson, if he's the starter, that'll be good. Aaron Rodgers is on the bench, so I feel like that'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I like all the teams. They all look pretty good.
Do you think you have the strongest team in that division? The only one I would say is probably competition for you is the Von Down by the River.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not going to say I'm the favorite. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Top 2, I can get top 2.
Yeah.
That's the goal, to make playoffs.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to get to the playoffs to have a shot at the championship. So,
yeah,
the division games will definitely be there. It's a good schedule. We made it last night, so that'll be fun.
And it sucks because my division is the hardest.
Yeah,
because I'm actually playing with, in my division, the individuals that I'm not going to try to talk shit about people that are in our league. I don't know these individuals.
Yeah.
But all I can go on is like how they drafted.
Yeah.
And I would say the people that are in my division, without trying to be a douche, seem to have a better understanding of football and fantasy football. I'm sorry if you're in the league and you listen and you're upset about with what I said, but that's just how I looked at it.
Hey, you're a Bills fan, so some of them.
That's true. Okay. Hopefully they forgive me, except Tom.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say that you and Von Down by the River are the two favorites in that division.
Yeah, but I think it'll be close.
Yeah.
Obviously, going off of no injuries, I think it would be close in that division.
Of course.
I think it'll be fun. So,
all right.
I like it. Top 2 is the goal. I think I can get it.
Yeah. So I had the 12th pick in a snake league, which means I had 2 picks back to back. I think I told you this last week, it's only the first/second round that feels beneficial about that.
Yeah.
Once you get to 3rd and 4th, you're just praying for good players to fall to you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty freaking happy with my draft. So, getting to my first pick, it wasn't even a decision. Dalvin Cook, I picked him up right of the way.
Yeah.
And then my next choice was actually a tougher choice because I didn't know as the 12th pick and knowing that there was going to be 22 picks before I get the pick again.
Yeah.
Should I go strong on running backs? Because I feel like the top 10 running backs are the real deal. And then after that, it's kind of like, oof, man, you never know what you're going to get.
Right.
So I was thinking Nick Chubb. Should I pick up Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, 2 running backs, boom, boom.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it. I just went running back, wide receiver, and I got Dalvin Cook and Devontae Adams. It's my first 2 picks.
Still not bad.
No, I love my first 2 picks. In fact, I love my first 4 picks. Because so in the first 2 rounds, 4 quarterbacks were chosen.
Yeah, that was nutty to me because
Yeah.
I'm not used to that.
I've never seen it.
That's a lot. Yeah, I was going crazy
Yeah.
as it was happening.
Yeah.
But like someone said, it's not my team.
True.
So I don't
Yeah.
care what you do.
And I would say, I mean, at least the first 4 quarterbacks that were chosen were the correct quarterbacks. So it was Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I think those are the correct first 4 quarterbacks to go at least.
Yeah.
So after that happened, I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to bide my time on quarterback. And let me tell you something. I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that my very last pick would be my starting quarterback.
Yeah.
It blew my mind because every time I had a quarterback in mind, they got picked. And this happened like after everyone had their starting quarterback. I was like, cool, like I'll have enough time to pick my starting quarterback because everyone's got their starters. No, 7th round, people started picking up their backup quarterbacks, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, there was a lot.
So I had no choice just to pick up as many great weapons as I could and pray that a good enough starting quarterback would fall to me, and I picked him very last.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan.
Which, that's my guy.
Yeah.
I don't think he's
He's not going to put up numbers like he did in Atlanta.
no, but he's not gonna be awful.
No. So I'm just hoping that Indy's, I know they're a running team now, but I'm hoping that maybe they have a little bit more balanced offense this year because of Matt Ryan, and he throws a little bit more often than they did last year.
Yeah.
And just get me like,
Just the points you need.
yes,
Yeah.
please, or
No.
else I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Because he was the last quarterback available. Everyone else, it was like Mac Jones, Zach Wilson,
Yeah.
and I was like, I can't. What the hell am I gonna do?
He's not bad, Matt Ryan, but like we said, we're a running team at this point.
Yeah,
Jonathan Taylor is the offense.
absolutely.
I think Matt will get you. He's not going to get you Josh Allen points.
No,
But he can get you
Matt Ryan points.
Matt Ryan points.
Yeah.
Which hopefully is enough.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping because he's not awful, but he does throw the ball, and he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping that he just gets me enough to not help me not lose.
Right.
So Matt Ryan's my quarterback. I've got Dalvin Cook as my first running back. And then my next 4 picks were pass catchers. Devontae Adams. Mike Evans fell to me. I love Mike Evans.
Mm-hmm.
I got George Kittle as my tight end.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And then I got the sophomore wide receiver in Philly, Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I had him targeted as my next pick, and then you grabbed him.
Yeah.
So I liked him.
I like him.
Yeah.
Because I have A.J. Brown as a bust. And like I said, I don't have
More room
anything
for Devontae.
against him. What?
More room for Devontae.
Yeah, I think Devontae is the better choice out of the two. Then I went crazy with some of my picks. It's kind of like a high risk, high reward type of situation.
Look, I'm going for the win. I'm not going for second place.
Yeah.
I just want to win.
I would say I picked 3 wide receiver rookies, and all 3 of them are probably in the top 3 to win Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. I
Now,
thought it was nuts. But it's not a horrible strategy because, like we said, they're good wide receivers.
yeah.
And good situations.
So, not in this order, but I got Chris Olave. Is that how you say his last name?
Olave. I think.
Sky Moore and George Pickens.
Yeah.
I think George Pickens can really fight to be that number 1 wide receiver in Pittsburgh. I think Sky Moore, he's taking the place of Tyreek Hill, so he's kind of got to be the number 1 wide receiver in Kansas City.
Yeah, that's who you picked for offensive rookie.
I did.
So, that's not bad.
And then, how'd you say it? Olave? Olave. In New Orleans. Your offensive rookie of the year pick.
Yeah, he's in a good situation.
I think he's in a great situation too. So I think all 3 of those, if my plan is right,
that it could work.
they could go off and really, if not be like a great flex or something.
Yeah.
Maybe someone would want to trade for them.
Yeah.
But I think those are great picks.
Who's your defensive player?
Bobby Wagner.
Not bad. Linebacker. Should get a lot.
I think Seattle started to go downhill.
Yeah.
And you saw Bobby Wagner get affected by that a little bit. But he went to the Rams.
Okay.
And I think he'll be great there.
So where do you rank him in terms of linebackers?
Bobby Wagner?
Yeah.
Top 5.
Who's the best linebacker?
Oh, you're trying to get me to say Leonard? Or are you trying to say?
Of course.
Yeah, he's really good.
No, but I just had to do that. Of course.
Did you see that Tremaine Edmonds got picked like in the 5th round?
Yep. Darius went in the 3rd.
Yeah. Oh. So Leonard shouldn't have been drafted that early, but at least he's like one of the best.
Well, no, there's not. It's not one of the best.
He is the best.
Yes.
You don't have to argue that. Like, I could easily agree with that. I love Tremaine Edmonds.
But I don't know. I wasn't targeting a defensive player. I wasn't gonna go for the maniac unless he obviously fell into my lap.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was round 9 and he was still there.
Yeah.
Then shoot, why not?
Yeah.
No, not that early. So then once I saw those guys get picked, and I was like, nah,
Just gonna wait.
I'll just wait until the end.
I thought Bobby Wagner was a good pick. But yeah, I love Tremaine Edmonds, and I know he gets a lot of tackles. I feel like he's underrated. I think a lot of people think he's trash, but I think he does what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
But someone picked him in like the 5th round. I was like, what is happening? Like, am I high?
Yeah.
And so in our league, we're playing with a lot of Buffalo Bills fans. But I would never. I'll take Buffalo winning the Super Bowl over me winning fantasy. But I'm never gonna pick like 4 Buffalo Bills players to be on my fantasy team either.
Yeah, that's what I try not to. Obviously, steer towards the Colts. But
and then I got Koo as my kicker.
I don't even know how to.
Young-Hao Koo, I think.
There you go.
And Cordero Patterson, who's the number 1 running back in Atlanta.
I think he falls. Unfortunately for you.
Okay.
I would keep Algier.
Algier?
Yeah, that guy. From Tyler Algier, whatever his name is. The running back for the Falcons.
Yeah.
I think he's he might be listed as RB3 or RB2.
Yeah.
I like him to become RB1 at some point, and I don't think he's picked up. So
Keep an eye on him.
I'm
See,
gonna
I
give
like
you- since
Cordero
you have-
Patterson
since
because
you have Cordero, I'm going to give you that little tidbit.
yeah, I like Cordero Patterson. I think he's.
another mediocre
I don't need your.
fantasy tip.
I don't need your mediocre fantasy tip.
I'm just giving it to you.
Okay,
It's not really for you.
it's for them.
It's for them.
Gotcha. I like Patterson. I think he's not as good, but I think he's kind of like a Debo Samuel.
Yeah, I kind of stayed away from him though because of the whole. I don't think he finishes as the number one, but
Well,
you never know. He was a wide receiver.
He was my. Oh shit! I didn't even get to my other, my RB2. It's one of your busts, which I don't. I'm nervous about him, but he was the best option, James Conner.
Yeah, I'm just not sold.
I didn't like any of the other running backs.
The issue with James Conner is the timing of his injury last year
Yeah,
was during the playoffs for fantasy football.
gotcha.
So, I mean, I'm sure he lost people championships. Tom sent us a little thing. Oh, would you take this guy?
Yeah,
I mean, if you knew he was going to be injured in the playoffs, no.
yeah.
What if it happens again? I don't know.
I,
That's just
I
me,
would.
though.
I would say that my RB2 is the riskiest on my team, and then my quarterback could make or break me.
Yeah.
But other than
the
that,
quarterback is definitely a thing.
yeah. But I think, like in general, my team is really strong.
You want Tua?
No.
Mm. You want Dak?
Maybe.
We'll talk.
But let me tell you. So, I did have a steal, in my opinion. I got him in the 8th round. DeAndre Hopkins.
He's suspended
Yes.
for 6
games.
but comes back and instantly takes over wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted him too. I saw him.
Mm-hmm.
I just never pulled the trigger.
There was a couple other, I almost reached and got Gabriel Davis
Yeah.
because I do think he's going to have a really good year. But I saw DeAndre Hopkins and I was like,
that's not bad.
He can sit on my bench, and as soon as he's a number one,
Yeah.
I'll put him in my flex.
Yeah,
like I'm
for
not
sure.
worried about it. And the other good thing, I didn't realize this until I went into my options. Since he's suspended for the first 6 games,
You can put him in the IR.
I did.
I saw that.
yeah, I put him in my IR, and I picked up Isaiah McKenzie, thinking that maybe I'll just watch Isaiah McKenzie, and if he does Cole Beasley things,
Yeah.
I'll keep him on my team and boot someone else.
It's not horrible.
No.
That's for sure. No. I like it.
Um,
Especially since it lets you put him in the IR.
Yeah, I didn't even think that was going to be an option until I was like, can I do that? Oh
Yeah.
shit, I can.
Yeah.
All right, well I'll pick up another player, I guess.
Exactly.
All
right.
let's go through
So
my
Yeah.
division, I guess.
obviously you're in the division with Luis, who had the
Yep.
number 1 pick, Jonathan Taylor.
He got Jonathan Taylor.
He's got I liked his team. Decent team.
Oh, my team was the Hard Knocks Life. I forgot to say that.
Oh yeah. There you
I
go. Team
can't
Hard
say
Knocks Life.
we don't want to say Luis's team
No,
name, do we?
We're gonna say Luis.
Okay, but his team.
I like it. I like the Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones, Tyreek Hill. It's a good team.
He's got players that make me nervous, though.
Yeah, like his bench.
Well, no, like even like Aaron Jones.
I like Aaron Jones.
I
I wanted
don't-
him to fall to me again.
So he was my number 1 pick last year. He's not a number 1 running back because for some reason him and AJ Dillon are starting to split like 50-50. So I just don't think Aaron Jones he's a good running back. I just don't. It makes me nervous. He would make me nervous as one of my main running backs. And then his flex is Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown.
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough from him to think he's good enough to be a starter.
He's in Arizona now,
Yeah.
so that'll help him
Will it?
with DeAndre being out.
Well,
It'll help.
I like their other wide receivers. They got AJ Green. I know he's a little older, but he looked great last year as the number 2/3. DeAndre comes back and he's basically worthless. Do they still have Christian Kirk?
No, Christian Kirk.
Who's the
Was it
number 3 wide
Jacksonville?
receiver? Yeah, you're right. But I don't know. I'm not sold on Marquise Brown. And then Hunter Henry, I think, is he's a good tight end, but that offense doesn't.
Tight end one for him.
Oof.
It's a little tougher.
So he's got it, and then he's got Tyreek Hill. I have him as a bust, and he has him as his wide receiver 1.
Yeah, Tyreek's gonna be fine.
And Lamar Jackson, he either comes out swinging or he kind of. His team has a lot of players that could go either
He's
way.
either gonna dominate or
Not yeah, not so.
That's how I feel.
And then we have her name is Chelsea.
Airing out my balls.
Airing out my balls. That's her team name. She was the one that
Took Josh Allen.
Josh Allen first.
Number 2 overall pick.
But
I'd say recovered pretty good.
I will say that her first 4 picks are very strong picks. Like her first 4 picks will carry that team.
Yeah.
But then the trail end of the team, it's like, okay, hopefully they do good.
I think good. I like the starters.
Yep.
I don't like the bench.
She
Like
picked.
the Josh Allen.
Oh, yeah.
and Saquon. I like Saquon. I think he does fine.
Yep.
AJ Dillon, who like you said, is gonna split time. I think Aaron will get more.
Yeah.
I think AJ will get like maybe the 1 yard. Come get this touchdown real quick.
Yeah.
But still, and then Mike Williams, not bad. I really like Mike Williams.
I think she's got 2 wide receiver 2s.
And
I really like Chris Godwin because she's got Chris Godwin. And he's close enough to be a wide receiver 1, but
yeah, and then Mike Williams as
wide receiver 2.
Yeah.
But Chris Godwin, he's such a risky play to
We'll see how he is.
come back from injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be the thing.
And then she's got Travis Kelce. So that was her first 4 picks. It was like Josh Allen, Travis Kelce, Saquon Barkley, and then I want to say Mike Williams, possibly.
I like it. Not a bad team, though. That's for sure.
No, she got Hunter Renfro for a flex. He's pretty decent. And then Roquan Smith, I think, is a top 5 linebacker as well. And then, yeah, you're right. Her bench, her team is like go big or go home. And it's like she'll be carried by 3 or 4 players, and then the rest will just have to do their jobs.
Yeah. And then Call of Duty.
Yep.
Not a bad team. Obviously, Call of Duty, and they took Russell Wilson.
That's the one I wanted.
Yeah.
If he was going to fall to me,
Yeah.
he was the beginning of the end. I was like, I'm going to pick Russell Wilson, and then he got picked, and then it went downhill from there.
I like this team. This seems very strong.
I think this is the strongest team in my division, and I'm
So-
counting myself.
Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, good punch.
Yep.
And then Jamar Chase. Oh, but he's got one of your buzz, AJ Brown.
Yep. But
Those are good.
I think, like I said before, I think A.J. Brown is a really good probably wide receiver too. I don't think so. Like, she didn't pick A.J. Brown up to be her first wide receiver.
I think it's a boy.
Oh yeah, we moved on from Chelsea's. I'm sorry.
I'm not 100%. I'm pretty
No.
sure it is.
Yeah, you're probably right. I think I was just thinking of the last team we were looking at.
Yeah.
It's a boy.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, his, whoever, whatever, they're like straight up 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, quarterback is strong as hell. TJ Hawkinson, tight end. Damian Harris as a flex, I think he falls a little bit. I think he catches a lot, but I think having him as a flex is a risk.
Same thing. I really like the starters
Yeah.
big time. And then the benches, it doesn't have me sold.
I would almost say that Christian Kirk would be a better flex. because Trevor Lawrence maybe does better.
Over Damian Harris,
Yeah,
possibly.
but that's about it.
Yeah.
Maybe Brandon Ayuk.
Still undecided. I got to see San Fran's offense.
I'm high on San
I
Fran
got to
this
see
year,
what they're gonna do with Trey Lance.
yeah. But I mean, I do think that's the strongest team in that division. So
Your division's tough.
yeah,
That's for sure. I mean, I'm not saying mine's not. My division's also tough, but like, I don't know. I think yours is definitely.
the toughest out of the three.
I mean, I like those teams. Yeah, it looks pretty tough. So, yeah, I don't think Tom's gonna have any issue with his division.
No,
That's for
probably
sure.
not.
I mean, Shep is an awful drafter. Shep, if you're watching, you suck.
Was he the
So-
one that drafted? Oh no, he drafted before Tom.
Yeah, right before.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all in all, I don't think it was bad. Could it have gone better for me? Oh, 100%. It can always go better, but it could have gone worse. So I'm good with it.
I think my team is a really good team as long as Matt Ryan does what he's supposed to.
Well, hit with a good trade if you need it. Tua. Psych. I ain't giving you over them Tua. That's my boy.
I'll give you Dak. Boom. Well, I mean, I want Dak. I'll give you something for Dak.
We're gonna have some talks.
You want a Love?
Not right now.
Pickens?
No.
You want both of them?
Nope. Oh.
Oh. We're going to talk about it?
We'll see where this goes. Yeah, but that's the Hellfire Club Fantasy Football League draft.
Hopefully you enjoyed hearing about our teams.
I got
What? Oh, you're looking around for something. What are you looking for?
don't worry about me.
What are you What are you doing?
I'm gonna pick my playoff teams for fun.
In fantasy?
Yep,
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
Right now.
Yep.
Okay. I guess
All
I'll
right.
open
Here we
them
go.
up. Okay.
I've got in Vecna. I'm gonna pick hanging with Hernandez to finish first.
I love that name.
I'm gonna pick. That's a good team. I'm gonna pick Jay Henry to finish second. So
Okay.
they'll both go to the playoffs.
So, okay.
I'm going to pick
Yourself.
I really
In Mind Flare. In Division Mind Flare.
I'm gonna pick
yourself.
Vaughn Down by the River to be first,
Okay.
and I think I can get second. I'll pick myself second.
I agree with that.
Yours? I'm gonna have to pick Luis to finish first.
No.
This is my picks. Thanks. And unfortunately for you, I'm gonna have to pick Aaron at my balls to get second.
Really?
Yep.
It's crazy because I have one of Judy. Well, how do you say it? Team
Call of Duty.
Call of Judy.
Yeah.
Not
Like Call of Duty, but
I
it's
gotcha. I
Call of
gotcha.
Duty.
Stupid. Call of Duty getting first,
Okay.
and then I'm not gonna shit on myself. I'm gonna get second.
Okay. I like it.
I can't not put myself in the playoffs.
That's fine.
But
It'll be close.
I have the toughest division, so I guess I shouldn't be fucking surprised if I don't.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get the fucking 12th pick in a 12-team league. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. It'll be good. It'll be fun. Couple weeks. Let's see.
We're about a week and a half away from the
It'll be
beginning of the
third-
season.
It'll be the third when they hear this.
Yeah.
Less than a week away
Yeah.
from Rams and Bills, so that'll be fun. We'll
We're going to put out
probably put out another one before the Rams and Bills. That's
like
for
a
sure.
shorter episode to
Yeah, just
preview
to
Thursday
preview the
Night
game.
Football.
Yeah, preview the game. Talk about fantasy wise who we think's going to be good.
You like the idea I had for that episode?
Which was
So like picking like random players and team stats and being like rapid fire, asking you, does Stephon Diggs get over under 6 catches?
oh okay.
You like that?
Yeah.
We'll get that set up for that episode.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right. I know it's pretty good. I came up with it.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
Sure. Cool. That was good. Shit. You guys know what time it is.
What?
Do your shout outs.
Okay. Well, I actually have a couple of shout outs.
Oh, how convenient. Give me shit last week. Who you shouting out? Go ahead.
I'm going to shout out your wife.
Yeah. Oh.
Not my wife. Shout out to my wife, though. Love you. But shout out to your wife because she got us these cool fucking mugs.
Fantasy Football Manager. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty
It
cool.
was a surprise. She gave me mine, and then she pulled another one out and was like,
Oh, she's kept the price on the bottom, so
Yeah.
I know how much it was.
yeah,
Oh, well.
$66.09.
But yes, that was awesome. So shout out to her. And I got shit from my boys from New York because I haven't shouted them out yet.
Yeah.
I was purposely waiting to shout them out in the episode that's right before my other draft with them.
Yeah.
But for some reason, their vaginas were fucking crying, and they were messaging me saying, no shout out for us and shit. So I guess I got to shout them out.
There you go.
RH for life. You don't get that. Don't worry, they will. And they'll fucking laugh about it, too. But I'll see you at the fantasy
they're
football
listening.
draft.
That means they listened to the whole thing if they got the shout outs and they were like,
Yeah.
where's my shout out?
I think there's I don't think all of them listen to it, but I think there's 2 or 3 or 4
Still good.
that
Still
listen
good.
to it. In fact, one of my friends, his wife, was the one that mentions the podcast the most to me. She messages me randomly and goes, "Hey, I'd like your picks. I'm listening to your podcast. I like your partner's picks more." Like, she'll randomly message me and talk about the podcast, and I'm
That's
like, "Cool. What about my other friends?"
Yeah.
But shout out to you guys, you assholes. You got a couple shout outs?
Yeah. My wife.
I already did that. You
Yeah,
can't. No,
I
you
can
can't
still
shout out the
her
same person.
No, I can.
No.
I did.
Okay.
I'm gonna use his name. I don't care. I said Georgia Peeps last week. He was mad. I didn't say. Oh, you did say me. CT. Shout out to CT. He listens. There you go, CT.
Is that what this podcast has become?
Yeah. pretty
People
much.
just upset with us and not shouting
I'll
them
take
out.
It. That means they're listening.
Okay.
Shout out to.
Oh, you got a third?
Alexander. I won't
Oh.
say last name just to protect him.
Okay.
He puts together ESPN League. I think he's in. The cool thing about him is he's in all his leagues. He plays in every single one,
Yeah.
and there's about 5 of them.
Damn.
He's got like a big money, little money, a league for the people where he's stationed, and all that.
Okay.
He puts together like the time zones. Like I did my draft yesterday at 2.
Yeah.
So he goes based off everyone's time zone. So he does good with that. Super good commissioner. I'll give him that. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
So
Is that it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout out one more person.
great.
My mom.
Hey, Mom.
I talked to her today, and I was like, "Hey, I didn't know last time we talked. I started a podcast," and she was like, "Oh, I know." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, I watch you on YouTube. I'm subscribed to the channel," and
Let's
I'm like,
go.
"What?"
That's what I'm
So
talking about.
shout out to my mom. Love you. Hope you're enjoying the episodes.
Yeah. Why do fathers? Oh, see, I don't like that.
All right. Well, hang on.
What?
So this episode came out Friday. So look out for, I don't want to say a bone episode, but the preview for Thursday Night Football episode. We're going to try to put it out Wednesday?
Something like that.
Okay. So we're going to try to put it out Wednesday. And follow us on Two Guys, One Fantasy Podcast on any social media feed that you can find. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, same name. Like, subscribe, comment, ask questions. No one's asking any fucking questions,
Holy
and it's
shit,
pissing
come
me.
on.
Yeah.
Golly.
Like,
We
ask
just
us
want some damn
anything.
questions.
Like, what the fuck?
I'll answer anything. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But,
Awful.
yeah, follow us and subscribe and like and rate, all that stuff. I appreciate it. We
Keep it up.
appreciate it. All right, you got a dad joke?
Yep. Here we
Okay,
go.
go ahead.
Where do fruits go on vacation? Paris.
I have a dad joke. Should I save it for the next episode?
Of course you should.
Damn it. I have a good one.
Nope. Don't forget it.
Because
I
yours
took the dad joke this
wasn't
week.
good.
Yeah. No, it was real good.
It was real good?
Yep.
All right. Comment saying that you didn't like his dad joke.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. We'll see you in a couple days. Thursday night football. Bills and Rams. I'm excited.
Thanks everyone for listening to Two Guys, One Fantasy Podcast. Please give us a like, a follow, a subscription on anything. Just look us up on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter at Two Guys, One Fantasy Podcast. Thanks.